And welcome everybody back to Around the Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx. Listen, on your journey to the road to WrestleMania, make sure you stop by Around the Bloxxx, of course, with yours truly, Mike Knoxxx. Listen, guys, I spelled my name with 3 X's because like KofiMania, I am hardcore. People, listen, make sure you follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, wherever social media is which is absolutely free. By my namesake, I am loud, I speak loud. And fellas, frankly, if you're not making it get loud, then that's just, it's your fault, not mine. But make sure you follow me there, as well as make sure you stop by and follow the Soul in Sports, capital letter SOUL in Sports, and Perfect Plex Talk Radio. People, listen, a lot to get off my chest, if you will, so to speak. A lot to discuss, if you will, so to speak. All right, give me a second. I turn my fan on, get some air circulating up in here. That's what I want to do. But a lot to talk about in the road to WrestleMania. You have to understand that the road is not like, you're going to go out here and your local, wherever you live, and they're going to pave the road. It's going to take them a long time to get there. No, that's not going to happen here. When you come down the road to WrestleMania Around the Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx, I'm going to give you facts. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to give you passion. And people gotta understand one thing about passion. I ain't talking about your passion fruit. I'm talking about the passion for this thing we call professional wrestling. So, Fastlanes was this Sunday. We seen what happened on Fastlanes. We fast forwarded. What happened on Fastlanes that was important? Oh, I wait. Absolutely nothing. But great wrestling matches. Believe it or not, the booking from the Shane McMahon and Miz saga, I like that. I like how that played out on Tuesday night Smackdown. I did. I actually liked Fastlanes. Fastlanes was a good pay-per-view. It wasn't a pay-per-view to tell you a lot on this road to WrestleMania as you stop around the blocks with Mike Knoxxx, but it gave you enough to move forward and being excited about Monday. So Monday comes, and I'm like, okay, if the Shield doesn't break up on Sunday, which is all I wanted. If you caught the pre-show on the Soul in Sports 10-year anniversary, Perfect Plex Talk Radio, that is, if you will, you will understand. I was like, just give me the Shield. Just have hashtag I'm a Dean Ambrose guy. Just suck Roman right in the back of the head. Boom, start something. That doesn't happen. I thought it would happen on Monday, but no, they're going to ride these things till the wheels fall off, like my man Martin Lawrence said, with is he or isn't he leaving the company and Dean Ambrose. So that leaves us to that. So I'm thinking, here we go with the road to WrestleMania. And I truly, truly love, I know it's about 50-50 with wrestling fans out there about the Ronda Rousey situation and the unscripted, if you will, promo that she cut about wrestling, and she dropped the F-bomb and professional wrestling, and us wrestling fans don't like that, and wrestlers themselves don't like that. But I'm intelligent enough, as this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, and you're intelligent for listening to me. That means, Jay, welcome, that you know that it's scripted, even though it's not scripted. So I like that. I think this is the way Ronda Rousey should have always come out, but she couldn't, because you fans, not me, you fans, what's this girl, blah, 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 all that kind of nonsense, right? Like, what's my man couldn't turn into the Hulk in Avengers? Yeah, that trailer dropped today, y'all. If you haven't seen that trailer, which I've seen 6 times already, shame on you. But if she comes out like she is now, you'd have booed Ronda Rousey from the beginning. You'd have did the memes back then that you're doing now about, tell Holly Holmes that and Amanda Nunes that you're the baddest woman in the planet kind of stuff. People got to understand something. Ronda Rousey, before Amanda Nunes came along, right? Before Cyborg joined WCW, right? Joined UFC. All you had was the women that were there. And these women were bad women. Kat Zanzano is a bad chick. Misha Tate's a bad woman. They couldn't stop Ronda Rousey, okay, until bigger, better fighters came along. That's with everybody. It's like Rocky told you in every Rocky movie. Hell, what happened to my son? I'm called to him. Time. That's all. It's undefeated. And she ran out of time in her era in UFC. I don't knock Ronda Rousey. I love what she's doing. Now, I get, thanks to Spotface, who joined the 10-year anniversary, pointed out that F word. And this, it didn't resonate with me. That was a very bad term to use, because when you lose to that armbar, when you lose to this person, that happens. Was it fake then, Ronda? So I understand that. But how this all come together, her coming into the ring and helping Becky get disqualified or Charlotte get disqualified so Becky would win. We knew that would pay off. We knew that was going to come. Now we had it. They gave us this on Smackdown, on Raw, on social media. We have known about this storyline, and now we have it. We have that as the women's main event at WrestleMania. But a couple of weeks ago, as I did Around the Blocks with Mike Knoxxx and my, Royal Rumble review, I had to think about hashtag give black wrestlers a chance. And it did what it did. For me, it was just something personal I felt like I had to do. But watching Smackdown, people, because I wanted to do this show yesterday, but we know Facebook had a fucking hiccup, so we couldn't do that show. I tried and tried and tried again, so I just said, I quit. I couldn't even share anything. So I had to come home. My son's about to play a game today. I wanted to come home and just get this off. I had to get this off my chest because Smackdown was so damn good. And Raw was good. It just Smackdown was better. And I'm going to go back before I get into Smackdown too much because I'm going to go there. And when I go there, I don't think I'm going to go. I'm going to get off. And trust me. Yeah, okay. So Batista and Triple H. And this leads me into Tuesday. It's a great segue also. How come we can feel the energy of Batista? How come we can feel the energy of Triple H and the realness of this rivalry? Everybody in the company should be allowed to do this. What we're getting with Ronda Rousey, it's the realness. They're putting what we love about wrestling, meaning we know that it's predetermined, it's a script, but we love the realness of it and the knowing how to play off of things. And so for that is why we love storyline in wrestling so much when it's believable, right? It has to be believable. Like I never believed that Duke the Dumpster Josie was, you're a trash man. Okay, I can be my own trash man. Okay, I'm from the hood, whatever. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, but you believe Ric Flair, you believe their style and profile. And hell, I believe they saved my prayers and saved my vitamins. I believed it. You believe this storyline that the women are doing with Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky, which, by the way, I'm going for Charlotte, the best women's wrestler of all time. I'm going to always say that, okay? And this match with Triple H and Batista. I'm a Batista mark, okay? But I'm a Triple H super mark, okay? I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait. It was hilarious watching the succotash that was Batista spit all over the microphone as he was what Triple H call him, y'all? Oh, we going to stand there and just stand like a nose ring model? Effing awesome. Great promo. Great segment. Boom. You know what was better than all of that? Every single bit of it, guys. If you follow my Instagram, if you follow my pages, you know what I'm about to talk about right now, okay? And before I get into hashtag give black wrestlers a chance, the match that will steal WrestleMania, the phenomenal AJ Styles versus the Viper, the legend killer himself, Randy Keith Orton, people. Listen, the promos, the knives that were being thrown at each other. You couldn't survive in the Indies, Randy? Are you serious, bro? And you couldn't make it here? This is great. The realness. I just spoke about the realness in wrestling. That's real. We know about Randy Orton, everything he said. Hell, hold on, guys. I loved Legacy. Okay? I love the Legacy. Evolution. I loved Evolution. I'm getting my Triple H mark, right? But I loved everything. The Legend Killer, rated RKO. Everything that AJ Styles said was honest. It was real, right? Whether you agree or disagree, I haven't seen this much attention to detail. That meaning the promo, the way it hit, the words that were used, even though Randy stumbled a little bit there, okay, in one section. It's okay. It's Randy Orton. He's a Hall of Famer for sure, okay? I haven't seen this much emphasis on a promo from Randy since him and Triple H. Since him and Triple H in the house, and yeah, the match didn't pay off. I know that, okay? But leading up to it, we thought that match was going to pay off. What's going on, everybody up in the chat room? I will get to you momentarily, I promise. Okay, what's going on, King Mo? What's going on, Jamie? All of this was absolutely amazing watching AJ Styles and Triple H. I'm sorry, New Superman Cup. Yeah, I'm doing this because these guys can't make a movie like Marvel, and I like DC movies. Sorry, but yeah, y'all. Green Apple Gatorade, a little cheap promo. Green Apple Gatorade and Apple Ciroc. Woo! That is a winner. Let you know that right now. We'll start, Rodney. You should try that. Okay, so that was like this AJ. And listen, and I will admit to this, people, and I don't admit this often. My closest friends know this, but I'm gonna say it live here on air. I have never been the biggest. Like, it was unfair of how I treated TNA. You hear it? You happy, Mr. Lopez? You happy, Epps? Are you happy now? I'm saying it out loud. I never gave these companies a chance. And here's the reason why. Right? And I figured it out. So I love TNA. I love what they were doing in the beginning. I remember the penny to watch their pay-per-views. Okay? I remember these things. I used to order every single one of them. Felix Skipper, America's Most Wanted, the Canadian Destroyer, like the Team Canada. I loved them. Christian came. Boom. To me, that was it. And all of a sudden, you got Kurt Angle, you got Hogan, you got Steiner, you got Booker, and you got Nash. And it just became a watered-down WCW for me. So on the rise of AJ Styles, on the rise of Samoa Joe, I just didn't pay attention to the story. And this is me who says wrestling is storyline. I would watch TNA for the wrestling. And then they got rid of the 8 sides, and I really stopped watching TNA. And so it was unfair. So I was one of those guys. I am one of those guys. And I said it before. It's how I feel about Kenny Omega. It's how I feel about the Young Bucks. It's how I feel. I'm not saying they're not tremendous athletes and wrestlers, but in my world, until you do it on this stage, it doesn't count. It's going to be almost forgotten about. Now, hopefully wrestling has turning into this new age where we have other federations, and that's cool. That's great because that's what it should be. That's what it was when I was a kid. So I had Dusty Rhodes, I had Sting, I had Nikita Koloff, I had Magnum TA and friend of the program, Tully Blanchard and those guys. I had those guys. You guys don't really kind of have that. So when I watch these other products, to me, they all try to rip off and emulate the WWE. So for me, I have a hard time juggling watching other programs. But you come here, listen, I'm a Samoa Joe mark for what he's doing is phenomenal. What AJ Styles, I just said this name, right? Pun intended, it's absolutely what he is. But Randy Orton and AJ Styles are two of the best to ever do it. Cannot wait for that right there. Now, before I go into KofiMania, a couple more things. And I'll get to your question in the comments. The Usos are the best tag team in the world. Period. Hashtag end of story. The promos continue to pop. They are the best. Listen, statistically, they are one of 5 teams to win the WWF tag team titles 6 times. Okay? That gives them the New Age Outlaws. That gives them the Dudley Boys, of course. Edge and Christian, of course. Look at the company they're keeping. Okay? Okay, did I say Dudleys, Edge and Christian, New Age Outlaws? I'm missing somebody in that trifecta, y'all. Help me out. It's Christian, Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys, and God dang, it's 3 tag teams. Somebody write it for me. Edge and Christian. I'm really having a hard time with this one. Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys. I said that already. So 4. Okay. Those 4. Okay. Then you adding in the Usos. That's it. Just had the tag team title 6 times. They will have a payoff match at WrestleMania. That one, I'm going to leave that one right there. Then I'm going to get to my other story before I get to KofiMania, and a lot of passion will come out of me, guys. I warn you now. Because I have a lot of apologizing to do and a lot of educating to do. Shane McMahon, I am tired of seeing your ass on my TV every year. When you first came back, brother, I was like, yes, Shane is back for this small bit of sample size, and you stayed. I haven't been this excited about Shane McMahon since Shane McMahon came back, because what we got on Sunday, what we got on Tuesday is the Shane McMahon I love. The Greenwich bad boy from the mean streets of Greenwich is back. How dare you try to just get on my coattails? Since I was a kid, everybody wanted to be next to me. I am already the best in the world. Yeah, they keep just throwing that little nugget in the CM Punk's side every little bit you can. But that's going to stop when CM Punk shows up at Double or Nothing. Hashtag bet that. Now, we got to talk about it, yo. Okay. And here's the thing about KofiMania. Now, I said on here, and I said to you guys, wake the fuck up. Remember that? I said that, Black Wrestling fans? Well, guess what, y'all? I was a slight bit wrong. I'm going to tell you why, okay? Because it's going to happen. You hear what I'm saying to you people? Kofi Kingston will wrestle for the WWE title at WrestleMania, which means, in the words of Kevin Garnett, anything is possible! That's how he did it. Y'all remember that? Because he forgot to cut the commercial after he won the championship. He had to fake it. Okay, moving on. And now here's why. But here's my reasoning, people, and follow me. For all this angry black wrestling fans, and it's only a small portion of us, because, some guy, I hate that conversation. Mike Knoxxx should be saying that The Rock was black. That guy was black. That guy, listen, whatever. Facts are what they are. Other than The Rock, there's never been a 100% black WWE champion. Kofi Kingston will be the second. And here's why, people. Go back to my last video. Go back further than that. What is the number one belt to the company? The WWE Universal Championship. So we're going to get excited. Kofi's going to probably beat Daniel Bryan. And then what? The question now needs to turn to, and I know it's too soon, it's too ready, but it has to go there. Will there ever be a black Universal Champion? Because the company has evolved. It's like a Pokemon. Right? It gets better. You got your sapphires, you got your pearls. It evolves. Okay? The WWE Universe is what they refer to their fans as. So that's what their title is, because it's the universe. You will never have another John Cena. You will never have another Stone Cold Steve Austin. You will never have another Rock. I say Rock, all right? So Stone Cold Rock. You will never have another John Cena. You'll never have another Hulk Hogan. Because when people come out to see wrestling, they're coming to see those guys right there. I'm coming to see John Cena. I'm coming to see The Undertaker. I'm coming to see The Rock. They don't want that. And no company want that. No company should be about the company. When you go to an Eagles game or a Giants game, you're going for the logo. Don't matter. The players change every year. We just have free agency. Look how happy we got, right? You stay for the logo. So these guys, it doesn't even matter. Kofi Kingston will probably be your WWE heavyweight champion and be the first one. And here's why. For those who say there's no racism in wrestling, did you watch SmackDown? If you watch SmackDown, then you cannot tell me that there's no racism in wrestling. Solon Sports correspondent from Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio inboxed me, or in our group chat inboxed us and said, wow, was Vince being racist? Here's a non-wrestling fan. He's a black guy. And you have to understand where I'm coming from. I even mentioned this to an older black gentleman at work, because there's another wrestling fan at work, and him said it, and then him on his own, he said, what did he call them? He's about 60. Now, they referred to, and credit to KME for refreshing this in my mind. Okay, give me 1 second. I got it right here. But I want to make sure I get the words right. So there can be no mistakes. There can be nothing that someone says wrong. It can't be no mistaking of what I'm saying or what was said by Vince. You got to get it all straight. And when you get it all understanding, when you understand it all, then it'll fit. Here it go right here. Mr. McMahon does not do anything accidentally. He has now said the N-word on TV. They used to call Mark Henry a silverback gorilla, and now they refer to the New Day as Young Bucks. These are not accidental things, people. These are things done on purpose. I'll read it to you again, just in case you understand what I'm saying, and I'll slow it down so you can catch up. Vince McMahon does nothing accidentally. He used the N-word on television one time, pissed me off when he had the do-rag on, and he referred it to John Cena while Crime Time was there. Friend of the program, Shad Gaspar, has spoken about that on the program. Okay? They used to call Mark Henry the silverback gorilla. My wife, who at that time still was watching wrestling, we were coming out of the Attitude Era, out of the new Ruthless Aggression era. I never forget that day. It was on SmackDown before he got hurt. We thought he was going to beat Batista. He's on top of the cage like a gorilla. And now they refer to the New Day as Young Bucks. Now, people, you have to understand where that term comes from and why that term is offensive. Now, and the promos that Kofi Kingston cut in that ring. Listen, we can be happy about the women. We have been celebrating our women since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and our game from a woman for the last 3 years in the WWE. Kofi Kingston and the WWE have told a story so well, it has already, in my opinion, surpassed. The hottest thing in wrestling is Kofi Kingston, the New Day, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and then I'm going to go Becky Lynch and them. It is. That is the hottest thing in wrestling right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw Batista and Triple H in there number 4. Those are the hottest 4 things in wrestling, followed by the Usos at number 5. Usos at number 5. Batista and Triple H rivalry. The girls, Maya, I mean, not Mandy Rose. Trust me, not her. Okay, you got, you got Charlotte and Ronda Rousey and then Becky Lynch, and then you got Randy Orton and AJ Styles, and then you got this New Day and Kofi Kingston thing. I'm telling you guys, this is when we spoke out about this, and I mean we, because it wasn't just me. I just have a show that speaks differently than other you guys speak out there. You speak in your ways you do through your how you tweet and and text and things like that. They heard us. They heard us loud and clear. Mark Henry, punk ass, I'm gonna say it. I'm a duck from you though, but he heard us. You know what I'm saying? Give black wrestlers a chance. It's gonna happen. So now we're gonna have to stop bitching, black wrestling fans, because we're gonna have a WWE black champion. Now the question is, do I owe you something? Because before I said I would like shave like my eyebrows. I don't know what I said. You go back and tell me what I said. I don't know. If you go back and tell me, then it's whatever it is. Okay, but we're gonna have a black WWE champion. But it's not the company's #1 title. So my quest for a black man to be the face of the WWE. That people understand when I say champion, it's the face of the company. Right now, the faces of the companies is Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan, followed by Roman Reigns. Okay, those are the 3 biggest faces in the company, meaning notable. Those are your champions, and those are guys coming back from surviving leukemia a second time around. Okay, so when you put a black man #2, I take it. But can you put a black man #1 in Kofi Kingston? Can we eventually have a universal black, like someone like Bobby Lashley? Somebody asked me before last night and said, can you see, and that's what gets me sometimes with my black wrestling fans, well, can you see Kofi Kingston being a champion? Yeah, why can't I? Oh, because he was cooning. You know what? So what? Cooning got in there, but I love this promo. His promo was as real as it gets. I've done everything you asked me to do, Vince. Everything you asked me to do. I didn't go to Tooth Fairies. I thought that was funny. At that point, I thought somebody would say, the Rock didn't come to your son's house and drop a money underneath the pillow. I'd have said something like that. But hey, what am I? I like that they took it serious. The New Day, Kofi Kingston. Kofi deserves this. Like, his promo moved me to say he's going to win that title. Kudos to WWE, guys, because they're gonna do it. They're being it's going to happen. And I was so dead set. I was 100% wrong in thinking it would never happen. I was. But then I thought we were arguing that point for the #1 title. It's not the #1 title anymore. It's the Universal Championship. So with that being said, I'm going to read some of your comments and then get ready to go to my son's game. I just want you guys to hear that from me because I don't type like you guys do. When I do, y'all be like, you ain't putting no punctuations, or why are you using all capital letters? I use all capital letters, A, because I scream a lot. B, because frankly, I just hate lowercase letters. If you want to know, let's see what these comments are looking like, y'all. Oh my God. Make sure you guys, listen, if you guys are gamers, you're on Mixer, you're on Twitter, hook me up, come follow me. We got competitive Sundays coming. We're going to turn this podcast into esports. Come join us out, y'all. What's going on, Vaughn? I thought Ronda Rousey was hilarious. Ronda Rousey, just I don't get with y'all either. Y'all don't take Ronda serious. I don't understand that. What's hilarious about Ronda Rousey? The bitch is real. And excuse me for using that term with a lady. I don't mean that in like, oh, she's a bitch. I mean, that's one badass chick. Okay? In real life, she is beating these girls' asses. These girls? So you gotta give her that. I'm sorry. What's going on, Michael Berry? Get on Twitch, man. I was there. What? Get on Twitch, man. There. Oh, you know what? I'm a mixer guy. It's just easier because I'm an Xbox One guy. So it's easier for me to go through it's easier for me to do it that way. But I am going to end up doing both of them and doing both of them that way. Vaughn, again, I like when Triple H said Guardians of the Galaxy independent scenes. Yeah, those were funny. Triple H was on point on Raw. My man Christopher's tuning in. Jim Crockett called this a while back in terms of how the WWE should have booked her when she first showed up. Okay. Oh, Jim Cornette. I'm sorry. I'm going to say Jim Crockett's dead. And now they are. Yeah, I remember him saying that as well. See, Jim Cornette, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why I like the Midnight Express are in the Hall of Fame and things like that. And so that's a little weird. And now they are. And SmackDown was good. I actually watched the whole thing and I didn't fast forward anything. Yeah, me too. But see, I don't normally, for here go my wrestling fans and my gaming wrestling fans. Try to game while you're watching wrestling. It's like a much smoother transition. Remember before I was like watching on DVR and you fast forward, check it a half an hour later, stuff like that. I did that because that was when like other shows came on, like, okay, I'm gonna put Gotham sometimes on, and I'm a watch that for it and catch back up, or Empire at the time, right? But now it's like, okay, I'm gaming, I'm streaming. Is that happening? And it's in my background, and then my guys are watching it, and we're talking, and we're enjoying the show, and we watch it from a different perspective than most. I remember the following Monday, 2 weeks ago, when Ronda first did that, my group of friends, we were like, yo, this is dope, and everybody went there, and everybody thought it was shit. I'm like, yo, y'all know what you're talking about when it comes to Ronda Rousey. Hey, baby, what's going on, Vinny P.O.? TNA became a WCW retirement home. Absolutely. I love watching when you get off work. Okay. Mad love. I appreciate it. You'll watch later. Hardy's, thank you for saying that. Shane turn on Miz was hilarious. It was more than hilarious. Okay. It was brilliant. That was brilliant booking at its best right there. Vince replaced Kofi with Kevin Owens at the end of Black History Month. And you know what? And that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. And that's something else that told me. So at the end of that, this gauntlet match that Kofi has to go through, right? When he first brings out Orton, you're like, yo, this is dope. Because it's the guy that everybody believes stopped him from going to the top. So for him to run this gauntlet, I'm going to be honest with you. Who thinks, comment below, let me know, as my man Jeremy Johns would say, who actually thinks he's going to win the gauntlet next week? Because I don't think he wins the gauntlet. I don't. And I heard some people say, well, you know, all the faces of these other guys that these guys are facing should come out and help Kofi win the match. Didn't that go against what Vince said about, I want to see you do it on your own, and I don't think you deserve anything? But wouldn't that make Mr. McMahon even more mad? So for storyline purposes, I don't want to see that happen. I just think he gets to all the way to the end and something happens, then he loses, and somehow, some way, another way is formed. I mean, you can book Kofi another week later going into WrestleMania with 2 weeks to go than having to have it 3 weeks ago, knowing that it's Kofi versus whoever. So that's just me. But what do you think? Okay, comment below. Let me know on that. The art of fighting without fighting, the art of racism without racism. I don't recall Cena Austin running the gauntlet to get to WrestleMania. Okay, I feel you on that one, Michael Grant, on that one. But yeah, I felt that, and I remember when Wally first. And he's Nigerian, guys, put that in my inbox. I was like, nah, he wasn't. And I had to go back and I started seeing. And I was like, well, damn, did I miss it? Am I so brainwashed by it that I didn't see that and remembered that term? So I feel you on that one. The way Kofi looked at Vince was priceless. It said it all. You don't Donald Trump mega supporting. Okay, I can't say all those things on air. Corey Tynes in. Kofi has earned his opportunity. I absolutely agree with that. If Dolph Ziggler could win it up to you, everybody got to mess with Dolph for, man. That's uncalled for. What we got Dolph for? What did Dolph Ziggler do to you? What did Dolph do to you? Okay? Leave Ziggler out of this, okay? Hill Ziggler for life. We're not worthy, Hill. We're not worthy. They don't deserve you, Ziggler. They don't deserve you. Okay? What we got? KME. I will hate Vince forever if Kofi Kingston doesn't win. Once he called them fools, young bucks, you have given black somethings. You have given, yeah. So that's what I say, KME. He heard us. It's out there. And I read your comment because you actually sparked my interest, which I saw that being sparked all over the place. So a lot of people felt like you felt in that scenario. That used to be B+ line. They used to B+ line. Remember, yeah, all that was very, very good in wrestling. Like this past week was just really, I'm sorry, like we all knew what not to expect from Fastlane. So we got what we expected. That's why I thought Fastlane was good. You have to look at it for what it is, not what you think it should be. For what it was, I mean, so what? Yes, it was not what you want from a pay-per-view as far as storyline and things progressing. But the Shield match alone, whether you like the Shield, you don't like the Shield, and it was very reminiscent of them when they fought Evolution. It was still incredible. Watching that was dope. At least to me, it was, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. Also, we see you got that happened, but then the stuff with Batista and them, like that's just, as a Triple H guy, like I would love, like I've been at 2 WrestleManias watching those entrances. To me, they're everything. I'm a Triple H guy, so, and I'm a Batista guy, and this is a match we haven't seen, and they bringing out real things. You know what I mean? So I like that about it. Ronda Rousey and them is just, I'm sorry, I think Ronda's gold. I think. I do. I mean, her little non-ass having in a world full of asses. Ronda doesn't have one either. Okay, but it's there. And I'm a guy who thinks people have to understand something. A year ago, this was supposed to be Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey. Now, Becky Lynch, for whatever reasons you want to put in there, agree or disagree, she's there. Okay. And if it is the main event at WrestleMania, everything that Charlotte has done for the business, does she not deserve to be in the first women's main event at WrestleMania? Folks who saying why she ain't a triple threat? Because she's Charlotte Flair and she's earned it more than Becky. And then you have to ask yourself the question that JR asked you on Twitter. Would this even be being considered being, if you will, so to speak, a main event if it wasn't for Ronda Rousey? Say what you want. Would it be a main event without Ronda Rousey being a part of it? That's all I want to know. I don't think it would be. So I like what they are with this. And they've built this for so long, right? They've been building this for damn near seems a month or longer, right? Since the Royal Rumble, let's be real here. They've been building this. That's a hell of a long build, right? That's an old school build that you don't see. And they did it on, everybody else got Raw or they got Smackdown. They're letting these girls do it everywhere, okay? So kudos to them. And then the New Day, I don't give a shit who they go against. They're the best tag team in the world. You don't like it, tough titty. It's what it is, okay? If you don't make it, it's like they say, I'm not even a New Yorker, okay? And some things about what New York symbolizes, not the people from New York, but just what it symbolizes sometimes. You can make it here, you can make it in. That's a real statement, dog. If you can make it in New York City, you can make it anywhere. If you can make it in WWE, and I mean make it, you can make it anywhere. So yeah, AJ Styles, Randy Orton would have made it in the Indies. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. Cheap pop, but it's not. And then again, Kofi Kingston, y'all, they're going to win this title, Cammy. Like, I think, I unequivocally believe that he wins this title. And it's like a yes movement, celebration all over again, right? But then the question goes after that, what next, right? But then again, I tell you, it's not about the guy anymore. It's about the company. What does the company progress Kofi Kingston? What happens after that? Will we get black on black comments, the New Day break up, or will they keep them together, right? So a lot of things to see, yo. This road to WrestleMania, you keep stopping around the blocks of Mike Knoxxx, and I got you. I promise. I got you. Listen, guys, I'm about to be out of here. Please do me a favor. Share this. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The road to WrestleMania, you got to stop around the blocks with Mike Knoxxx. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.